YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. And yes, who you see on your screen is a man that goes by the name of Q Reviews, heavy supporter of the channel. Welcome, Q Reviews, man. What's up, bro?
Yo, Jody Joe, thank you so much for giving the opportunity to be on the live show on the YouTube platform. Period. This is an honor. Been a long supporter for a long time. Just to sit here to kick it with you, with you know what I'm saying, talking about pop culture or whatever we're talking about, dog. It's a massive pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on.
You're welcome, bro. It's nothing, man. Hey, we here, Q Reviews. I just want to say that I noticed you doing a lot of putting a lot of work into your channel, man. You was a subscriber. You were showing love and support. Thank you for your donations, your likes, your thumbs up, your comments. And I've been seeing you grind. So I said, man, shoot, let me do a video with this man. Let me help this man. Let's get a conversation popping.
Nothing, man. It's been more than an honor. It's not about growing for me and nothing. I was just showing you support. Ever since you did that Wonder Woman video and the Batman vs Superman, you might have seen me low key commenting on like facts or shit like that. But
yeah.
I've been a mad supporter from you know what I'm saying, your channel from the early days. And man, to be here, to actually be on here, you know what I'm saying, to see the level that you had grinded from, it's just an honor.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. So yeah, this is it. State of the pop culture. State of pop culture. I don't know. I know that you're mostly a film guy. You respect the craft. You love movies. You love film. You don't do reactions, and I respect that. You do movie reviews. You do discussions. What I started my channel off doing, man. So I know that you're a fan of the pop culture genre, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, all this. But I mean, man, of course I'm a fan of pop culture. Then, you know what I'm saying? That was drives me, you know what I'm saying? Even from a little bitty itty kitty going to Blockbuster Video, you know what I'm saying? Getting the latest releases, things like that. Hip hop. I used to rap. I've been on stage with Open Up for Biggie. You might not have known that.
Oh man, legend, bro. Yeah, out here making moves.
Yeah, like before he was like Biggie. Our name was Notorious as well, so I thought we was gonna be on that same level. Like, yeah, skip Notorious. Like, yo, we gonna be bigger than that, bigger than him, son. But of course, that didn't happen like that. But as a fan of pop culture, dog, I've been all about this, dog. Yeah. And just to sit here and talk to it, I'm with it.
So where are you from, man?
I'm actually from Detroit, Michigan, Southwest Detroit, as we call it, ABD. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised in Detroit. I come from my father was a automotive worker for GM. You know what I'm saying? My mom was a stay-at-home mom, was a teacher.
Tight.
God rest her soul. She passed away a couple years, but she gave me the intention to follow my dreams and do what I really loved, and you know what I'm saying, go for the passion. Even when I wasn't doing this YouTube thing, you know what I'm saying, like Girls With Nothing But Trouble, she was the girl in my video, and things like that. So I come from that type of strong family structure, and from Detroit, Michigan, and and I always love movies, you know what I'm saying. I'm day one with them boys, you know what I'm saying, Friday 13th or whatever's going on. So I just love this. I just love this thing, dog. So,
I'm passionate too about the same shit, bro. Like it's same. I come from the hood, like you. Passionate about this pop culture stuff. These characters mean a lot to me, man. Especially when it comes to like superheroes, when it comes to video game characters, when it comes to Disney characters, and pop culture is. And then later on in life, in my teen, anime, Dragon Ball Z, baby, all day, Yu-Gi-Oh and shit, Pokemon. So this pop culture discussion. And welcome everybody who's up in here watching right now. This pop culture discussion is going to span across the entire pop culture spectrum. Which, like I said, what is pop culture? Anime, cartoons, superhero, even action films. Like I think Die Hard, Lethal Weapon. That's pop culture too, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Bad Boys,
Bad Boys, bro. Speaking of Bad Boys, I want to tell the world what you thought about that shit, bro. What you think about that Bad Boys, bro? Was I gassing it?
Yeah, no, you was gassing it, but it's worth the gassing.
All right, for sure.
Bad Boys 3 is the best out of the franchise. I'm saying, dog, it's better than 2, it's better than 1. I think story wise, dog, and emotional wise,
yes,
and emotional wise, how the characters push that fucking movie forward. That was just the Bad Boys I think I needed in this day and time of being the age that I'm at. Yo, I think that was the best Bad Boys in the franchise. Action, I think Michael Bay might have put a special stank on Bad Boys too. That's good, not bad. You know what I'm saying? I think he just got a special flair for action, but I think Bad Boys 3 story wise and the passion behind the camera, behind the acting, those dudes brought that.
I agree, bro. If we're gonna talk about story, it's the best story, bro. This is the best story out of the 3. Character. Best character development, bruh. Emotion,
right?
The rawest emotion. Action, I would give to part 2. Comedy, I would give to part 2. And
right
over the top, just part 2 is my favorite. I got, and I officially did it during Jody's Corner Live. I told E before I went live. I said, bruh, I got this over part 1. So right now, it's part 1. Wait, part 2 is the best. Then 3, then 1 for me. So
part 2 is your favorite though. So
that's my favorite. Part 2 is my number 1, and then Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life, and then Bad Boys 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Only like I said when I did my review, my only gripe, I wish that action could stand up to the level of either a Michael Bay or like a John Wick or a Mission Impossible 6 or something like that. If they would have had that.
Yep.
If they would have had that movie would have been a perfect 10 to me, straight up.
Hey, so let's talk about, man. First of all, shout out to the people in the chat. HG Squeezy, I see you. Shogun Assassin, Kevin Castro, Uso. What's up with you, Uso, bruh? Nirvana's here. Lazzy 38, Sus Gang, Killmonger. Want to know how old you are?
43.
40 Trey.
I know.
You don't look 43. You don't look 43, bro.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people say, though. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's my real age. Born 1976, May 6th.
Oh yeah.
Still flat, huh?
Yeah. If I kept 100, you look. I thought you would have been like 31 or 32 or some shit.
Damn. All right. Yo. I take it. You know what I'm saying? Drinking the blood of virgins.
Yeah. Drinking of that baby blood. Do you know Andrew Finesse?
Andrew Finesse, I think so. You know what I'm saying? Name sounds familiar. He watched my channel. I don't know. He sound real familiar. So you know what I'm saying? I don't want to count you out later that I don't know you. Name sound familiar though.
Yeah, they can't believe the 43 sees him. What's up, Arog Spidey? It's good to see you in the chat, man. That's tight, bro. So I got the bam. That's up now. All right, so let's talk about what pop culture's at right now, bro. It's 2020. This is a lot. This is some weird times, bro. And I'm kind of glad that you're a little bit older because you could even spend more light on what the past was like, bro. The 80s compared to 2020. If we look at the pop culture films that came out in the 80s and we compare pop culture to how it is now, bro. I mean, god dang, bro. You talking about Lethal Weapon, Die Hard.
Oh, from the 80s.
Last Action Hero, Commando, Schwarzenegger, Stallone,
Predator,
Predator, Steven Seagal's,
Hard to Kill. What you got? You know
Hard to Kill. I think that was like early 90s, 92 or something. Man, that's my favorite freaking shit. That's my favorite.
Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill.
Bro. Yeah. Shit. That's one of my favorite too. I think Hard to Kill might be my favorite Steven Seagal.
That's
movie.
My favorite one.
Yeah. Because it was just hard. You know what I'm saying? He was at that. You know what I'm saying? At that block doing that. Yeah. Steven Seagal, son.
Yep. You know Back to the Future. RoboCop. Rambo. I see. I really see a huge difference back then.
87. Yeah, right. I seen that at the drive-in. So RoboCop was in the Guinness Book of World Records of being the most violent movie ever made at that time. I think Rambo, that not the newest Rambo, but the one before that,
2008.
Yeah, 2008, because it was just. I think it should have been called a RoboCop 50 cal kill because it was just bodies being obliterated by 50 cal.
And guts in that motherfucking movie, bro. Rambo 2000. That's the best Rambo movie, man. I don't even freak with nobody say. Yeah, that's my number one, man.
You see the new one though too? Like
I saw the new one. The new one was good too, but it wasn't.
It was violent as hell.
It was violent, but not more than that 08 one to me, dog.
No.
That fool was woo.
Woo.
Some people throwing out their chat in the chat: Bloodsport, Double Impact, Terminator. Yeah, how we forget Terminator? Terminator
2 is the best action movie ever made. We can debate it, but I think that's the best action movie ever made. Or was it 91, 92? Dog, everything in that movie hits on all cylinders. Like, it's the perfect sequel to me. What do you think?
That's one of the Titans, bro. The best action movie ever made. I think I'm still stuck on True Lies.
True Lies over Terminator 2?
Yeah, I think
Terminator 2 though?
I think I'm stuck because like
same
they're both Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, same directed by the same person. I just True Lies to me had a lot of epic in it. It had a lot of epic one-liners, a lot of epic scenes, a lot of epic dialogue. It had and it was a classic action hero story to me, bro. I don't, bro. He shot him on a missile through a building into a helicopter, bro. I mean, bro, when that shit happened, the bridge. I mean, there's so much quotables. There's so much shit going on in that movie, bro. Terminator 2 is, and I think this is. First of all, I don't disagree with you. If someone says Terminator 2 is the greatest action franchise, I'll let that go because that's fire. Yeah. Me, here's what it is. Terminator is a part of a franchise. It is a sequel. Right. True Lies is its own universe, its own one-off, its own little story that came out, and that's it. Terminator 2 is the best of the franchise, but it is of a franchise. And I just think I think you get brownie points when you just come out and you just like that dope and you go away.
Yeah. I give it to for the time when it came out for me. Yeah. I remember how hyped that was. It had Guns N' Roses, MTV, just before they really played rap on MTV. That's how, what I'm saying, we're taking it back then. You know what I'm saying? So like then when you seen that action movie, for the time, I had never seen a villain like the T-1000 played by the great Robert Patrick. Son, he didn't even say shit in the movie. All he was about that business every step of the way. And they tried to replicate that, but they never came close to the original Terminator 2.
What you mean he didn't say something, bro? He was talking about, yes, Wolfie is fine. Wolfie is right here, son. Please come home.
Yeah. Have you seen this boy?
Your parents are dead.
That was it. Otherwise, it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like this or
yeah, I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean.
Guy. You know what I'm saying? And he was the police. I mean, I just think all the concepts and the action and the pacing of that movie and how they switched it around, it's just my personal favorite action movie of all time. I like Die Hard. I do got mad respect for True Lies, too. Yeah,
I'm going to say this, bro. I'm going to say this. T2 is top 3 for sure. If you could put top 3 action movies, do you think you could do it? Let's narrow it down. Let's narrow it down. Let's not go all time. We're not gonna go all time.
I go all time.
You already have a top 3? You have a top 3 all time. That's gonna my brain hurts trying to think because
top 3.
Top 3.
All right.
Let's think it. Can we say top 3 of the 80s and 90s?
Yeah. Ooh, shit. So I'm going my top 3. Give me Terminator 2. I'm still riding with Terminator 2.
Terminator 2.
And, give me Terminator 2. Give me 1999's The Matrix, though.
Okay.
Give me that.
All right.
Give me that for the time it was made and the action movie, you know what I'm saying, that it is. Lawrence Fishburne, Keanu Reeves.
Man, let me do a fact check. Make sure that was 1999.
Right.
Man.
Yeah. I got a weird thing. I got a Rain Man thing of knowing when movies was out or the time it was going on. So I think that's 1999. It's got a weird.
All right,
thing,
Men in Black. Men in Black. What year?
Men in Black was the first Men in Black was 1997. 98. Give me 98.
I think it's 97.
Oh shit! I
I think it's 97.
was
I think it's
gonna say
97. Tight.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so let me
'Cause
see. What top three? You gave me what? Two? Was that two of them?
Yeah, give me Matrix, give me Terminator 2, and
What
give
else?
me.
I think you're gonna mess
Give me
up.
that.
You're gonna think about it later. You're gonna regret it. You said who?
Action. Give me Predator or Die Hard.
No, or motherfucker. You gotta pick one, bro. Nah,
All right,
bro.
give me
See, that's what I'm saying.
man.
That shit is hard, bro. Let me just look. Here's top three. Here's my top three that comes to my head. This is not an official top three. If I go home and think about it and write down and think, off the top of my head, top three: True Lies,
Respect.
Die Hard with a Vengeance,
Ooh.
Terminator 2.
Ooh, yeah, yo.
Top of my head. Die Hard with a Vengeance, bro. Man, that's my shit, man. People,
I think that's the best out of the franchise, actually.
yeah, I know.
I love
man.
Die Hard 1. I love Die Hard 1.
Die Hard 1's fire. But Die Hard with a Vengeance, bro, that shit took it to a whole. Samuel Jackson, that dynamic. Hans Gruber's brother and shit.
Yeah.
Simon, that the girl, the theme, the score, bro, that shit was fire, bro.
Pacing of that movie, it's an all-time classic. Damn, so
what's up, Trucker? I see you in the chat, bro. Shout out to Trucker, man. Welcome, Woden. Hey, Trucker, since you from the old school, man, what's your favorite all-time action film, Trucker? I want to know. All-time, number one, all-time. Q Reviews was Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I think I'm rolling with True Lies, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Matrix. Let me see, and
what you got, man? Shout out to Tyree, and he's up in here, man. Shout out to you, bro. So what you got, Trucker? I want to know, what your favorite is. All right, let me see. What up, Damien? Shout out to Damien. He's in the chat. Die Hard 3 was awesome. My favorite. Yeah, definitely. I think all the Die Hards were good except A Good Day to Die Hard. Let's talk about the Die Hard universe, bro, since we're talking about the state of pop culture. A lot of people accredit the first Die Hard movie for really creating and revolutionizing the action genre. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. So we talk about 1988. So we talk about 1988. I don't think action movie has been done on that level at that time. Well, high rise, freaking billions, explosions, what weird foreign terrorists coming in there. Like at that time, you know what I'm saying? We all in pop culture. We talking about malls and things like that and buildings that we visit. So to see a regular guy like Bruce Willis go up against this major threat at that time in 1988 was just monumental, and it took place in a Christmas atmosphere. Is it a Christmas movie? Well,
people call it a Christmas movie. Like I think, and I was talking to Andy on his channel, and he says the number one Christmas movie is Die Hard. Whoa! Home Alone exists. Home Alone exists.
I don't think Die Hard is should be labeled as a Christmas movie, because it's not really about Christmas. It's just happened to take place at Christmas. Same as Gremlins, right?
Nirvana disagrees. It's a Christmas movie. Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people. Hey, I think Home Alone wrecks it as a Christmas movie. I mean,
Home Alone is a Christmas movie, though. It
takes
place at Christmas, and then it's about Christmas. Mm-hmm. Scrooge is about Christmas. Christmas Vacation is about Christmas. Gremlins, they get a Christmas present for Christmas, but does that make it a Christmas movie? I don't know. And, you know what I'm saying? The overall plot and thing, you know what I'm saying? We get into this, we going down a long
Ashton Lampkin. What's up, bro? He said, thank God it's... Oh, never mind. What's up, Jody? Hey, what's up, Ashton Lampkin? Shout out to the Deuces, man. Echo Base Network, $5 donation. Shout out to you, Echo Base Network. I appreciate you. Not sure if you're free tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to jump on our stream after the premiere of our documentary that you're in, but would love to have you on. Saturdays are hard days for me. I made this Saturday stream with Q because I was supposed to do it Thursday and I dropped the ball on that. And I apologize, Q. I was supposed to bust that. And I said, freak it. Let's do it Saturday. And then my girl she had to go to work. So she went to work and she'll be back. And then we're going to go out. So I don't know I think I'll be away from home at the time. So I won't be able to be there for that live stream. but I will probably check it out on my phone if I'm available and stuff, or watch it later, man. But thank you, man, for putting me in the documentary and shit, even though I wasn't in the actual trailer. So yeah, they're calling it a Christmas movie, and Die Hard 1 and Trucker, he says Die Hard 1 is his favorite all-time action film. So a lot of motherfuckers be gassing that shit, bro. And to be honest, it deserves it, because Die Hard 1 is dope. It's a dope freaking film, but I think that it might be a little bit it's
overrated.
Yeah, man. I don't want to be that guy, but I think so. For me, it's a little bit overrated, in my opinion, because Die Hard with a Vengeance took that shit to a whole nother level. I mean,
which one did you see first? Did you see the original Die Hard or Die Hard with a Vengeance?
I saw the original one first.
All right.
I saw him. I think I saw him in sequence. I saw Die Hard 2, then I saw him in sequence. All of them in sequence.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I don't. The she was dope. It's a good movie. I would give it an A for sure. First Die Hard, and then you got Die Hard 2. How you feel about that shit, man? Die Hard 2. A lot of people don't like it, man.
You know what? I think it's an alright action movie. I think they just missed the ball with I don't know, the action level. They tried to turn it up to a 10, but it ended up being a 7. I just don't think it had the same impact or the same.
I'll stop by.
Investment. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to invest it like I was in a Die Hard 1 or Die Hard Vengeance. I just kind of felt off. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the direction or whatever. It just seemed like a video game. You know?
Yeah. And then Die Hard with a Vengeance, best one for me. A Good Day, Live Free. That's like 7 movies in the Die Hard franchise. I think the Die Hard franchise is probably one of the best. It is one of the best. Is it the best? I don't think so, bro. So if we could pick an actual pop culture action franchise, what franchise would you put as the best franchise?
Well, yeah. So we talk about the best pop culture franchise, like this
action franchise. No, we're not there yet. We're not at the overall best franchise. We're at pop culture action franchise, which that eliminates. Mostly, it's basically the best true action franchise.
Damn, how we not gonna look at John Wick though?
You can't not look at it. It's definitely in the fray, bro.
Yeah. John Wick in the conversation, son, because all 3 of them boys was
Damien threw a fire one out there. He threw out Mission Impossible. My dude threw out James Bond, John Wick. But my man, somebody put it in. Somebody already put in what I have as the best action franchise. Someone who probably already. I got.
You know what?
I got Lethal Weapon, man.
Lethal Weapon.
I got Lethal Weapon.
It's 4 of them,
it's
right?
4 of them.
That 4th one? Oh, it had Jet Li though.
I love that 4th. That 4th one was fire, bro. With Jet Li and Chris Rock, bro. That shit was tight, bro.
Shit was fire.
It's for me, it's Lethal Weapon, then like the reason why I don't give it to Mission Impossible is because Mission Impossible 1, 2, and 3, while good, some of them were not good. Like they were like whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But Mission Impossible though.
The rebirth of Mission Impossible was dope.
The rebirth.
If the rebirth is its own, it's the best.
You have to throw Fast and Furious in that mix too, right? But you know what I'm saying? Because
Fast and Furious got a lot of duds though.
Yeah, they got a whole lot of duds, but they had a rebirth when Rock came into the franchise with 5, right?
Yeah.
So, shit. So if I had to narrow it down, man, Mission Impossible looking real good to me right now.
But what about Mission Impossible 1? What grade would you give that movie if you could just throw a grade at it?
Shoot, I give Mission Impossible a B+.
I got a B for it. Mission Impossible 2 drops the ball for me.
Yeah. I feel you.
Mission Impossible 3 was good, but not that good either. It was good. I would give Mission Impossible 3 like a B-. Yeah. What was the guy's name who passed away? The white dude, chubby dude. I forgot his name.
The dude that was in Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah. It was very European. I forgot.
Chad would know.
Echo Base Network, shout out to the 5. Appreciate you, bro. He says, yeah, we had someone else make the trailer for us. And there were a lot of people in it in the trailer, including Andy, that did not get in it. Yeah, I figured it was something like that because I noticed that there were some people that didn't even have the bigger voices against Star Wars who were in the trailer. I was like, shoot, somebody calling favoritisms in this trailer, bro.
Oh, it ain't Star Wars.
I'm like, some of these faces I see are like new booties who just climbed on the Star Wars hate bandwagon after it became popular. There was only a couple of OGs that just hated Star Wars from jump when Episode 7 came out. So there's on one hand you could count them. So yeah, I was a little turned off when I saw that trailer. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I said, what the freak were these people? Most of them were like bandwagoners. I'm like, people on this trailer like, these motherfuckers ate up Episode 7. These are people who freaking liked it and so I was just like, whatever, bro.
Yeah, you called out Episode 7 at first. I remember when you seen that. But
I had a bona fide rant on that movie, bro.
You did. When I see Episode 7, I was like, okay, they playing it safe. J.J. Abrams bringing back Star Wars, but maybe people who haven't seen it 30 years ago. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a pass. And I liked the lightsaber fight. They had a good lightsaber fight in the Force. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, it was all right. It was like, okay, maybe they can branch off of here and make it better. But, I was wrong.
Yeah. So, yeah, they got it. Philip Seymour Hoffman, rest in peace to him.
Yep.
Best action franchise. Did you pick one?
If I had to put my money on it, Mission Impossible. Give me the Mission Impossible because of the rebirths are so fire.
They're fire.
But then I have to compare it to John Wick, which has only got 3, and that action.
All right, hold on. All right, so let's separate this sheet. All right, the rebirth of Mission Impossible versus John Wick. Head up.
John Wick. All day, because that action is in camera and it's no. And
I can't go that route. I can't take that ride.
But I put it up against Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves doing all that shit himself, and it's in camera, and you're not.
Look at what Tom Cruise is doing. Tom Cruise is actually risking his life, bro. Keanu Reeves ain't stepping outside of nobody's plane. He ain't finna step outside of nobody's building with suction cups.
No, but he good at that fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like pulling that gun, you know what I'm saying, and firing, you know what I'm saying, within camera and doing those action moves, those long ass arms that Keanu Reeves should be doing. I don't know. I really enjoy looking at it, but Tom Cruise do really be putting his life on the line. That plane, dog. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro. He out there risking it all. He risking it all. All right, my man, are we disrespecting Bourne Identity in any way?
Yeah, no.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no. Bourne Identity is cool, but it ain't messing with John Wick. And like if you put those up against together, it's John Wick all day. You know what I'm saying? That action in John Wick, that brutal violence, and then just that awesome gung fu combo. It's just
he developed something new and flavorful and shit. Yeah, that gung fu is the wave
so
now.
Flavorful. Yeah, it's like that steak you cut into that. You know what I'm saying? That medium rare, that taste you get. But if we have to get to Mission Impossible, though, that's, prime rib, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the action in that is almost above John Wick. Dang.
So the reason why I brought up 80s and 90s action movies, and I kind of wanted to target it there, was to create some type of a contrast. Because action films back then had sex, gore, violence, one-liners. It was all about the dude, the hero, the female getting the girl, and the story. The bad guy loses in the end. It was a formula that we all loved, and we were okay. We loved it. We loved But if you fast forward to today, not even today. If you start around 2012, like stuff started to get a little different, and especially when 2017 hit with that Me Too movement, and everybody's coming out with their own inclusion phase and fads and all that shit. There's a huge difference the way the pop culture franchise looks now. I gotta say, without the superhero genre coming out, you couldn't make an action movie now. I used to think that the superhero genre eliminated true action films, bro. But honestly, I think that formula of action films where the muscular alpha male and the beta male woman, I get the girl, we end up having sex. She's a damsel. She needs me to save her. bro, they can't release that shit no more. So the superhero genre came out at a perfect time, in my opinion, because you can't release True Lies now. The woman was objectified. She was a sex doll. They used her as a his own wife as a sex decoy to try to go undercover. I just want to point out that and ask, do you sense a difference in the way pop culture is today versus the way it was 20, 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Because I see the shit.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with you. I'm agree with you on this, that it became less. It's tamer now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going 1987 RoboCop. The pure visceral violence in that film. Taking Alex Murphy getting murdered, shooting women through their damn dresses, you know what I'm saying, hitting dudes in the balls. Yo, that shit was new at the time and shit too, and it blew our mind just to see a toxic waste dude get exploded on the car. I'm just taking it from one movie. Total Recall, eyes bugging out, you know what I'm saying? The woman was
that was fire.
Sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Triple titties.
Triple titties, 3 titties.
Three titties, baby, come on.
I was infatuated with that third titty. It had sweat and shit on it, dog. It had sweat.
Bruh, right between that first and third titty, that second titty had sweat on each side of that. I wanted to smell that sweat, bruh. I bet that she smelled good. In a nasty way.
In a nasty way, son. See you next time.
You can't do that shit nowadays, though. You can't.
You can't have 3 titties in a movie in 2020. Like, what the freak is it? 3 titties? 3 titties? No.
Hey, bro. Hey, Total Recall got rebooted with Colin Firth. Colin Farrell.
Trash.
Did they show the 3 titties? They didn't show the 3 titties.
No, they showed those 3 titties, dog. They're like, come on, that titty had juice in it too. Like, it had a little girth, like an actual plastic surgeon worked on that titty. Like, they had it perfect. Like those special effects in there were fired. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Bro, I said Colin Firth. Yeah, my bad. I remember. I think she had 3 titties, but it didn't show the titties though.
They ain't show the areola.
They didn't show that pepperoni patch, bro. And that's where it's at. That's where it's at. I want to see that. A titty is not a titty until you see that pepperoni patch.
Until you see that pepperoni patch, son. You know what I'm saying? Back in 1987, I seen that boy in the drive and it was like, yo, that's a titty. Yo, is that 3? Is that 3 areolas? Yes. You know what I'm saying? I was.
Everything is in the nipple, bro. Everything is in the nipple. You gotta see the nipple, bro. So that's where I'm at. So if we look at 2020 and shit, the way Marvel came, DC came. DC was kind of killing it initially with films like The Watchmen. Superman Returns was I thought it was a great Superman movie, but it didn't do that well at the box office. But Batman Returns came, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, V for Vendetta, and they were pretty much doing their thing. And then here comes Marvel in 2008 with the MCU and Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. and shit, which kind of like blew open the whole entire spectrum. And that's basically the current state of where pop culture is today, right? It's superheroes and John Wick, and it's superheroes, John Wick, and Mission Impossible. Mm-hmm. Am I leaving anything out?
Movies like Logan and Joker.
That's still comic book. It's DC and Marvel.
Yeah, DC Marvel.
Marvel, John Wick, and Mission Impossible. Is there any other franchise that I'm leaving out? Because there's only 4 of them that I just like.
Fast and Furious, I can't put in there. Kingsman, I can't put in there, really.
Hey, he did say Bad Boys 3? Yeah. Since they came back, I guess they could count.
Yeah, it's 2020. Yeah. Bad Boys 3.
After 17 years. James Bond. That's another one. The James Bond. But look, and then what's up? What's the shit with James Bond, bro? We're over here having debates and arguments about LaShonda Lynch being a 007, being a James Bond, bro. As a black man from Detroit, where do you stand on that, bro? Maybe I'm off. What's your take on LaShonda Lynch potentially being a 007?
I don't like it, to be honest with you. Daniel Craig is James Bond. This Casino Royale.
Yeah.
That's who I'm riding with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I want to wait to see the movie and see how they change up. You know what I'm saying? The contracts. But right now, Daniel Craig is James Bond. So the woman aspect. Not that I hate women or anything like that, or have a problem with her playing the 007. It's just to me that a 007 status goes to Daniel Craig or somebody like that. You know, I just don't see her being a 007 carrying forward. So, like, if Daniel Craig was in this movie, I'm looking at the next 2 years. Am I going to pay a ticket to go see her in the theater? I don't think so.
I gotta respect the Bond creatives, because they came out recently and they said that Bond will be a male. That's how we created him. We want him to stay a male, and we don't see him ever being a female. And females should get, we could create roles for women. Women should seek out original roles and build from the ground up. What's your take on that?
Yeah. I got Black Widow coming out. Yo. That's a James Bond that I need, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so good. So now we know that. Now I know the world knows that where they stand with Bond, because I was shaky with it. I'm like, man, are y'all really finna give in and just let James Bond, a classic, iconic character, be gender swapped and race swapped in one movie? Like, that shit is polarizing. It's a motherfucker, bro. You're gonna alienate all the fans because it won't make narrative sense. So them coming out and saying this gives I put a lot of respect on that, because Kevin Feige is saying something totally different over there with the MCU, bro. Kevin Feige's idea is like, hey, everybody come and go. Come on, everybody in. Come gay, come lesbian, come pansexual, come weirdo, come alien, come freak, come black, come white, come Asian, come Indian. I understand what they talking about though, bro, but I think that's if you're trying to keep the quality of film, sometimes you just can't go with a certain with anybody, any demographic or any race. If I'm trying to make let's use James Bond, I can't do it with a woman and expect the film to make sense. Because if I cast 135 woman to fight trained CI operative 300-pound, 200-pound males, ragdolling them and shit, now my movie looks ridiculous.
It look like a comedy.
Exactly. It's gonna look like Charlie's Angels.
Yeah. It's not gonna. You're not gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it.
So I think Kevin Feige, I understand what he's doing, but I think that he's doing a little bit too much trying to be seen, in my opinion. I think he's trying to look like a guy who, hey, everything's good over here. Come this way, sunshine and rainbows all day. I think Kevin Feige's he's smelling too much, man. What's your take on Kevin Feige and the way that he has been managing the MCU from the beginning to where it is now?
Right.
So from 2008 to 2020.
Who? So, like, Kevin Feige, man, who's the man with the master plan? Feige. He started that 2008 Iron Man, and I bet before even Cameron started rolling, he knew he had a plan to where it wanted to end up even 3 years later. You know what I'm saying? So, mad respect to Kevin Feige.
Shout out to Feige, bro.
Building the Marvel Cinematic Universe what it is today.
It's still a titan, bro. I'm not trying to take no credit. MCU is still king.
It is the titan right now.
It's king. It's king.
It is king. And but now in 2020, now with all your major hitters missing, Iron Man's gone, Captain America's gone.
Yeah,
bro. A couple other characters are gone now. This is what it comes out now. You don't have the star power that you might have had, including somebody like, especially Robert Downey Jr. You know, we still got other players to go. So, do you say yes to everybody and destroy your brand? Like, okay, let's put Captain Marvel in the head of you know what I'm saying, MCU to move this forward, I think that's a mistake. I just don't think people latched on to Captain Marvel like they were supposed to. And of course, I don't like the movie. I know your thoughts on Captain Marvel. I think
it's trash, bro.
Yeah, it's trash. It's
Right,
trash.
that shit was trash.
It's one of my least favorite movies in the MCU, and I don't think Brie Larson can carry this forward. She could be a back supporting character, but you got to have something to push this thing into the next 10 years, really. And you don't have a Robert Downey Jr. You really don't have a Tom Holland.
But that's the point. You got to build up. You got to build some characters up. Now, let's look at the MCU slate of characters and actors that we have right now. Who is the next guy to be built up into that dude? Who can fill the shoes of Captain America, and who can fill the shoes of Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man?
I don't see it right now, honestly. And even though Chadwick Boseman from Black Panther, does he have the charisma and the personality to carry 6 films moving forward? Does Chadwick Boseman have that, you think? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he could do it if he gets. I think he could do it if they give him the opportunity. I feel like they're sidelining him, man. They're throwing him to the side, bro. I'll never forget. I'm not going to forget this. They might try to bring T'Challa back into being that dude now, since Spider-Man's gone, Iron Man's gone, Captain America's gone, and no one gives a freak about Brie Larson no more. Maybe they'll be like, hey, T'Challa, you want to, like, man, you threw him to the side, bro. You used him for his $1.3 billion and said, and now your sequel's coming out 4 years later. Nobody's talking about him. No one got him on the front of the, right. They're putting no respect on this fool Black Panther's legacy, because honestly, Feige just said, go ahead, throw the black movie out. Let's see what it does. It doesn't really matter what it does. We just got to, for the blacks. And now that shit is epic.
Yeah, that's something we talk about pop culture too, because I think they threw Black Panther out in February. They knew it would do good, but they didn't know how it would do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it turned out to be almost a $2 billion movie.
It was their most successful superhero solo film. It's their number one grossing superhero film.
You think Kevin Feige believed in that shit like that?
Heck no, he didn't believe in that shit. He was taking people to go work on Infinity War. You took resources from Black Panther.
Yeah. While Black Panther came out, they was going to work on Infinity War. Black Panther came out, and we showed up. And the others showed up too.
They had to. Everybody showed up, but the black said, "We here." And you know what I'm saying? They put it out.
Bad Boys. We showed up.
They put that shit out in February.
Yep.
For a reason.
Yep.
Let the blacks. They didn't believe in it. Where's the safest place to put a black superhero movie? February. February, Black History Month.
Look at Jordan Peele. Get Out came out February. Because they we'll give this a chance.
Pandering to the black audience.
If this do good, we'll recognize it at the Academy Awards. But they won't put that shit out in June, midsummer, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just a weird thing like that. They don't believe in us like that until we show up.
I don't think that's true, Lazzy. He says other people showed up because black people hyped it up. Nah, I think other people showed up because it was a Marvel movie, number one. And number two, it was good. It was a freaking good Marvel MCU movie. That's why people showed up, I believe.
Coogler directed the shit out of that movie. You know what I'm saying?
Because black people show up. Black people showed up to Black and Blue, my dude, and love that shit. They hyped that shit up. Black and Blue, Black and Blue. White people ain't following that shit.
No. They showed up to Black Panther. Oh yeah, it's Marvel. We can trust. This is a trusted brand. Kevin Feige. Me and Kevin Feige, but Marvel has our best interest. I can bring little Billy, and that's why they showed up. But black people showed up because it was an all-black cast. Angela Bassett, Michael B. Jordan. This is all their favorite shit. Costumes look fire, and that's why it brought it to the level that it was at, and that brought Marvel's brand even higher to what it was at. You know what I'm saying? Imagine there was no Black Panther and it was just Infinity War. Infinity War would have did great. Don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't have did like it did if it wasn't for Black Panther coming right after that shit. Black Panther was in the theater the same time that Infinity War came out. That shit came out in February. And Infinity War came out in May. People were still seeing Black Panther. It boosted the success of that,
They pushed Infinity War back to April 27th, didn't they?
Yeah. April 27th. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Hey, man.
Yep. So
and imagine if Black Panther didn't come out in February, but came out in June.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It came out in June.
It would have made more money. It would have made even more money.
Yeah, because you're riding the success of Infinity War. It would have made more money. Yep, we showed
but
up.
They didn't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? And it saddens me because you don't push Black Panther, which had a great score, great cast, great direction, great, and you push the shit out of Captain Marvel. You throw Brie Larson all the way down our throats. She's the strongest. She can move a planet. Remember him talking trash about her? She can move worlds. She's the strongest Avenger. That's Kevin Feige fanboying over her, bruh.
Happy Meals.
I'm like, yo, what the freak is going on? And then she turns out to be garbage because you got stuck on a freaking SJW freaking roller coaster. And now look at her. Brie Larson's out here showing her titties on freaking late night TV show, tight dresses and shit. Now you want to be a sexy woman. Now you don't want to wear man pantsuits and women female bodysuits. You want to wear nice tight dresses with a gang of cleavage because everybody is tired of her shit, bruh. Anyway, shout out to my man, The Novice, man. $5 donation. All the way, shout out to you, bro. He says, Jody, Q. This is why the Moon Knight series will be dookie. Disney is too pixie dust to give Moon Knight the savagery he needs. What happened from the 80s to now? We're talking about that shit. It's this political, social climate that we're in, bro. And to be honest with you, bro, Moon Knight is coming on Disney Plus, isn't it?
Yes.
Nothing on Disney Plus will be right. Nothing on Disney Plus will be for adults, bro. I'm sorry. Even when I saw Mandalorian, I knew. I said they're not going to take it there on this platform, bro. You're absolutely right, Novice. Moon Knight will be straight sauce compared to what he should be. I am in 100% agreement. And anything else on Disney Plus will be 100% cartoony, jokey, MCU formulaic sauce.
Mm-hmm. But
even if it's good. Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, Mandalorian for it to be kiddie and to be on Disney Plus, even though the production value that it's at.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a bad thing because it's being held back by its rating.
I think it is being held back. I agree with you there.
That's the sole definition of why. Disney owns Hulu. They own a percentage of Hulu. Put it on Hulu. Right. Put Mandalorian on Hulu and give it a hard PG-13 and go R if need be and do it right. Like,
do you think it'd be more successful if it was on Hulu if it had a PG-13 to R rating? Do you think the ratings would be higher than it is on Disney Plus right now?
Yes.
Agenda?
Yes, it will be higher. It will be a lot more successful. People will be raving about it even more than now. Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. We never had a Star Wars rated R content as of yet.
It don't even have to be rated R. It could be that hard PG-13 that you can still match to everybody else. Think of it like this: Winter Soldier had dark elements. Endgame had dark elements. Mm-hmm. People got beheaded, decapitated. There was blood. There was real blood in that freaking movie.
Yeah.
Black Panther had some of it too. Why can't they do that with Mandalorian?
Mandalorian does have some darker elements.
What did you get from Mandalorian that was dark?
Okay, the robot died. A couple heads got
robot.
Wait! Stormtrooper heads were on like spikes and
those weren't heads. Those were helmets.
There was help, but it was insinuating that
exactly insinuation. You saw Thanos' fleshly head decapitated.
Yeah.
His eyes was cocked and shit. Nebula had to close them bitches. The blood spatter hit Nebula on the face. Come on, nah, man.
Yeah, they're insinuating the violence. I would say Attack of the Clones when Samuel Jackson cut off Jango Fett's head was probably more violent than anything happened in Mandalorian series right now. But they're insinuating the violence that is trying to push it. I mean, it's the highest rated streaming service of last year. I think it's only because of Disney Plus.
Yes,
but I agree. I agree with you.
It's only because it's the Disney Plus show, and that's all really the Disney Plus streaming service had, and it was a good show. Mandalorian is a great show. I'm not down in that. I'm saying what I think it's a travesty. And
should it be the boys?
Bruh, Amazon needs. If this was on Amazon, bruh, it shouldn't be the boys. Not like that, but it could be though.
Burning out people's eyes and shit. So
it could be though, because we know in real life. Because the Mandalorian, bruh, the way they're portraying him in this Disney Plus series, that's not really who he is. He's a murderer. Yeah. He is a killer, but he don't kill. He'll laser blast you.
Pew, pew, pew.
That's it. That's your legend. The legend of you is shooting people with a gun from far away, and that doesn't show gore. I mean, come on. I know you got all those gadgets. What do you got a flamethrower for? That's because you were burning niggas. Burn a stormtrooper's face, and I want to see his flesh stick to that bug. That's just me, because I'm, I'm saying, kind of sick. But you got Giancarlo Esposito, Gustavo from Breaking Bad in this motherfucker, and you got this man. Look, this is a good show, Mandalorian, but it's being held back by its own network.
By Disney. You know what? It's true. It's true. It is being held back from the potential of greater storytelling, especially the underground bounty hunter stuff. That maybe serves a better suit for Hulu. But I see what they're trying to do. They bring Boba Fett to Disney, and then everybody want to, go to it. Oh yeah, we got our own Boba Fett. Old nerds like us and new people like, oh, we got Mandalorian. Let's check it out. But I do agree with you that it'll serve a better shot. It would be a better show if it was on like a HBO, Hulu, or Amazon.
Season 2 is going to be more of the same. It should be great, but it'll be held back from that real shit. When stuff is supposed to get real, that last 2 episodes, it should have got real. But it was so toned down because it couldn't never cross that line. And it started to affect the story. It was affecting the direction, and it affected the characters. Because when you don't take it, when you set up and you pin me down in a situation where it's life or death, and I still managed to find an escape route that shouldn't have been possible, and it's only possible because you're dodging a rating, that hurts it. And that's what Mandalorian did in the last 2 episodes for me. The last episode mostly. So
last episode? Yeah, all right.
Yeah. And it was still good. It's still good. It's still a good show. I'm behind it. I'm just like, dang, man. If we look at sticking with the MCU, Captain Marvel, her shit is dying down, even though they're going to release a Captain Marvel 2. And we were trying to figure out who could fill the shoes of RDJ and Cap. I threw Black Panther out there, but he will not. Black Panther cannot replace Cap or replace Iron Man. He could be like a filler where he could carry it on. He can't replace him, but that's only one person. I can't name you anyone else in the MCU right now that could replace Tony Stark's Iron Man. The closest person is Doctor Strange, but he can't do it because he's new. He has his own universe sheet to deal with, and I just don't see it.
He can't carry a film. I mean, like, he can't carry a film. Benedict Cumberbatch, he's a fantastic actor, but I don't see him having that same charisma that people will flock out in droves to go see Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, he's going to make some good money. He's going to make 600, 700 million when it's all said and done. But is he going to make $1 billion? No. RDJ can do it. You know what I'm saying? If RDJ release a movie next year, it's most likely to make $1 billion if he's playing Iron Man. Maybe Dr. Doolittle, but if he's in that role as Tony Stark, I think a role he was born for. He can do it. I don't see nobody leading the MCU right now. Tom Holland is flaky with Sony.
No, he's gone. He's about to be gone. That one movie, he out of there.
Yeah, he
so out of there. So we can't use Spider-Man. My man said Spider-Man is Lemonade T says Spider-Man is basically Iron Man Jr. in the MCU, but he's about to be gone.
He's about to be gone, so you can't even count him as a factor,
Shout out to you,
right?
Benji. No, he's not a factor. I wouldn't count him.
Yeah. You can't. So we got Black Panther. Count him?
Yeah, I have to. Who else? Yeah.
Who we got? We got Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's laughable. Thor, laughable. Hulk, laughable. Guardians, laughable. Ant-Man, that's a true joke.
That's who we got left. That's the state of pop culture right now. That's who we got left. Captain Marvel and Ant-Man and the crew.
It does look like they try to do Captain Marvel and Spider-Man, and now both of them are failing. because Captain Marvel is throw up amongst fans, and Spider-Man is about to be gone. Sony said give him back. So it's gonna have to be Black Panther and Doctor Strange by default.
Woo! I
Your face.
Excited about that. I am.
Woo! That's tough, bruh. That's tough.
I don't know how excited about, but by Doctor Strange. Black Panther. I'm excited about Black Panther. You know, he needs something to play off of. I think Black Panther is better. As Chadwick Boseman played the character as of now, I think he's better playing off another character like Killmonger. I thought he was better with Killmonger. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Chadwick Boseman is a bad actor. I think Michael B. Jordan overacted that Killmonger role, but
you think he overacted?
He was crazy.
Man, he was tight, bruh.
I love dog.
How you feel about him? How you feel about him?
That's my haircut in the back of Killmonger, son. I modeled my shit after that. I love Killmonger, but yeah, he was turning it up to like 10.
Yeah, he was.
I thought he was overacting a bit, but I enjoyed the shit out of it.
For sure.
And then he was a great character, but I think he melded well with the calm collectedness of Chadwick Boseman and Black Panther.
Yeah.
That's why I think it worked so well. So I think he have to have something to play off of. Chadwick Boseman, can he carry about? If you see Robert Downey Jr. in a cave by himself, you're gonna be entertained of him just making a chord. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna be super entertained by him. Like what do we have in the MCU to carry us to that? It ain't gonna be Brie Larson. We gonna go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm done.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Doctor Strange is that dude too. Doctor Strange he'll put me to sleep.
Yeah, me too.
Doctor Strange is like a grandpa. He's like a daddy. He's like the guy you can't even joke with. He's such a stern, serious character that you can't. I don't see him galvanizing anybody. Like, look at him in Endgame. He was supposed to be the guy that really pull things together. But at the end, he didn't really have much to do. Yeah, he didn't fill in Tony. He didn't do anything in Endgame, really.
No.
He sat there and stopped the water. He was working on a flood the whole freaking scene. So I don't even think I saw Doctor Strange again. I rewatched it a couple months back, and it doesn't hold up.
Tight visuals though. Those visuals. Give it up to the visual effects.
The visuals are fire. That's what like MCU is, baby. It'll always be. We will always have this conversation. Oh, that movie. I don't know about it, man. Them visuals though, that action though, them outfits though. That shit was fire. I know that's the MCU formula. That shit works. But when you talk about the film as a whole, and I'm thinking about, there was moments in Doctor Strange where I was bored. There were moments where I was cracking jokes. Mads Mikkelsen's character was kind of a joke to me.
Right.
The Dormammu thing, funny as it was on when I first saw it in theaters, should that have been funny? Should have.
It wasn't threatening. It was.
Like, I didn't feel scared or menaced. It didn't feel. I never felt like he was a serious problem.
Yeah. Definitely Thanos. I feel a threat. Though.
The most interesting parts about Doctor Strange for me, bro, were when he was a regular guy and he was a douchebag, arrogant Tony Stark doctor. I liked him better when he was like Tony Stark versus when he became, I'm Doctor Strange, Dr. Stephen Strange. I don't know.
Yeah, so you didn't even like the training montage of him becoming Doctor Strange? Yeah, I wasn't really that motivated by it.
It wasn't even a good training. He knew everything fast. He didn't. He read books. There were scenes where the Ancient One came. How did you do that? Well, I read this ancient book, and I'm on a. He was already doing shit. I'm like, all right, I understand he's the chosen one, and he's foretold to be that guy. And shout out to Endgame, because when Hulk came to meet the Ancient One to get the Time Stone, and he says. And Hulk said, I'm here for Doctor Strange. Dr. Stevens, you're about 6 years too early. Dr. Stephen Strange is currently down the block having surgery. I was like, that's fire. That made Doctor Strange better, because that lets you know the Ancient One, while in Doctor Strange, she was kind of like, you're not ready. You're not the guy. She always knew he was the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I thought that was fire as well.
Yeah, so that's pretty tight. So that made Doctor Strange a little bit better. So I just think that I don't think Doctor Strange could do it, bro. I'm trying to be optimistic, but I don't think he could do it. Bro.
And then they're losing directors for Doctor Strange. What my boy Stevenson, Derrickson, whatever, they lost the director, the horror director. So they ain't even got nobody to direct the movie right now. Ain't no one's directing Doctor Strange too. Crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is Marvel we talking about. Kevin Feige. So how do I feel about Kevin Feige? Man, he better. I don't know what's behind the curtains, but this new upcoming phase, I'm not too excited about, to keep it a buck with you. Like, yo, I nothing's really exciting. Christian Bale's coming on as for Guardians of the Galaxy. Cool.
Rumored. I don't think that's confirmed. Rumored. I don't want that to happen, bro. How do you feel about that?
Christian Bale is a great actor, but do I see him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I don't know.
Stay away. I say stay away. Stay away from that. Stay away from that. I if I could choose Christian Bale, stay away from Thor, Love and Thunder. The most goofiest. It's gonna be the most goofest, freaking stupidest, jokiest movie. Man, Christian, get away from that shit, bro. You want to. Nah, bro. I don't want him to be a part of that. He's a real actor to me. He's an actor's actor. He's a film guy. I don't want him. Exactly. Level. I feel like Christian Bale, honestly, he's too good for the MCU.
Damn. That's some real shit. So that's like Leonardo DiCaprio. You think Leonardo DiCaprio?
Heck no. I don't even want to see Leo in a I don't want to see him even in a DC movie.
Yeah. I don't think
outside of a film like I could see him doing something like The Joker. Like a film like that.
Supposed to do the Joker, I think.
See, that's it. Nah, bro. Leo, you just don't stoop down here. Look, listen, I love pop culture movies. They're fire. But y'all
right.
Do what y'all doing over there.
So we think it's a certain tier of actors that should not stoop to these levels of movies. Like, okay, Joaquin Phoenix played the Joker. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is like...
This is what I'm saying. DC is a little bit different because they actually have a knack for making superhero comic book based movies that are still quality cinema. So if they do the V for Vendettas, if they do the Watchmen, and if they do now the Joker, I can absolutely see Hollywood acclaimed actors doing movies like that. Joaquin Phoenix does not take any L for doing that comic book movie because it's a great story and it was made to be great cinema and it got nominated for a lot of Oscars. So
it got the most. Yeah. Like shit. That's the movie that they took a chance on. Like, oh yeah, I don't know about this movie. Same thing in Bad Boys. I don't know about this movie, but I'll give you $50 million and let's see what it do.
I'm not throwing shots at superhero movies, Killmonger. I'm only keeping it 100.
100.
Movies like Joker. Yeah, movies like Joker, Watchmen, V for Vendetta. Those are comic book movies that are also good film. Good stories, great acting performances with the intent to bring quality. Mostly when it comes to, if I'm looking at the DC film universe, that and especially the MCU, which is known to be jokey, bright, lighthearted, all inclusion. I don't want to see the actors that I love and that respect and renowned actors be a part of that circus. It's like a circus. It's like a circus, and I don't like that shit, bro. I'm just keeping it 100, man.
But that circus pays a lot of people a lot of money. But you think it's just a certain tier of actors? You think you can count them on one hand that should not go to the MCU? Denzel Washington, maybe?
Heck no, stay away.
You see what I'm saying?
No, here it is. Here's a perfect example of what I mean.
Yeah.
Sir Anthony Hopkins was in that Transformers movie, bruh. What the freak are you doing there? What are you doing?
He did Thor, right?
Yeah, he did Thor.
He did Thor. Yep.
But that was like he was a tight Odin. That was tight. I kind of like Anthony Hopkins. I think that was tight. I kind of like him.
I don't remember him though. Like if I go like
your birthright. When he yells, the universe shakes. But in that Transformers movie, bruh, where he's running around with these robots and he gets blasted and flips and dies. What are you doing here, Sir Anthony Hopkins? What the freak are you doing in this robot movie?
Sir.
You're Sir Anthony Hopkins. All the legendary roles that I understand sometimes an actor wants to break free and have fun. Let me show you how an actor breaks free and has fun. Harrison Ford hates doing Star Wars movies because he's too big for it. He's Harrison Ford. But they pay him so much money, he's like, fine. He's doing favors for people. You know what he did to finally break free and break loose? He didn't go do a Marvel movie or a Transformers movie. He's doing a Disney movie where he's out with his dog, running around the earth, finding peace and prosperity with his best friend. That's what people do. Do something like that. Anthony Hopkins is in a Transformers movie, bruh. Getting blown up by missiles.
Looking crazy, dog. I didn't even see that. I was embarrassed about that whole shit. Like, why is Anthony Hopkins here? And why, if this whole movie existed? Yeah, so I feel you. He's above that shit, dog.
Yeah, I think you're above it. I don't want to sound like a douche, but let's keep it 100. That's like saying Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant will never be in 3-on-3 basketball. I'm sorry, Ice Cube. I'm sorry. What is it called? The 3-on-3? What's it called? Ice Cube's
yeah.
It's called 3-on-3.
Today basketball. I don't know what it's called.
Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, they will never join your 3-on-3 league, the big three. I'm sorry. These motherfuckers are too good at their craft to belittle themselves to join your big three.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Tom Cruise, you'll probably never see in the MCU. I mean, and they're not even Oscar award winning actors. You know what I'm saying? But you'll never see them in the MCU.
But see, the thing about Tom Cruise, if I saw Tom Cruise in the MCU, I wouldn't be shocked because he's an action guy. He's an action guy. Yeah. He's an action. That's his thing. You're an action. And Tom Cruise, like anything's up for grabs with Tom Cruise. Life, anything. Hey, you want to squirt your water gun in my face? All right, fine. Yeah. He's cool. Tom Cruise is just tight like that. I can see Tom Cruise in a Marvel or a DC movie. I can see that because it kind of blends with his personality and his style in movies. He does action movies and shit, so I can roll with that. But do you understand what I'm saying, Q? I'm not trying to sound like a douche. I'm just trying to be 100, bro.
I agree with you with shit. Like, no, you're not gonna see Leonardo DiCaprio in a Marvel movie. Christian Bale, I'll be very shocked as the entire Waititi's fucking Thor.
I'll be shocked.
I'll be shocked. He just played Ford Ferrari, which he was firing like just a person. I had no idea what that movie was about.
Thank you, Silent Storm.
Person it was, but Christian Bale was firing that. So I don't know how he didn't get nominated.
He be trying to fight directors on set, bro. This dude is serious. This dude is serious. You piece of shit, get the scene straight. I'm doing my lines. Don't ever walk there. Get your stuff together. Christian Bale be bodying fools on set, bro. What do you think he gonna go do this shit, bro?
You're a nice guy, okay? You're a nice guy. You're walking in my set, lolly. I'll kick your
bruh.
He was bad as hell. Like, dude,
even a villain in a Thor film. Because I'm a Fury said, what if he's a villain in a Thor film? Would that work? Does that help him?
As long as he playing like Patrick Bateman, my boy from American Psycho. Oh, I'm gonna go to the next tier so you can review that.
There's only one motherfucking villain in all of the MCU that actually did what they were supposed to do and convinced, and they didn't hurt themselves, in my opinion. And that's Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan.
Ooh, very nicely said.
Look at Kate Blanchett, a renowned actress. When she got cast for Hela, there was no bigger. I was a huge proponent. You guys remember that? I was so excited for Hela to be. I saw, oh, they kind of jokified her, bro. She was cracking jokes in Ragnarok, bro. It was all funny. Yeah, even though she was death and killing, she was still dumbed down because of Ragnarok.
I think she lowered her standards for Ragnarok because Kate Blanchett, she one of the best actresses in Hollywood, period. Yeah. She can bring that fire, son. Kate Blanchett, her mouth, just look at her mouth. Just cut the thing out and just look at Kate Blanchett's mouth. Dog, she is fire. I think she lowered herself to play Hela in Thor Ragnarok. I thought she looked cool. Like we saying, we love the costumes and shit. The you know what I'm saying, the spectacular.
I think. Are you only saying that because you've seen Ragnarok though? If you looked at the trailers, and all that, would you have said that statement, or was it after seeing it that you say that she lowered herself?
After I seen it, because that trailer was fire.
Exactly. That's how I was. I saw her in this trailer, that tight suit looking good, and I'm like, oh. Yeah.
You heard that music come?
Bruh. I said, sign me up. I said, sign me up for her, bruh.
He about to be the coldest villain in the MCU of all time.
It was only until after that movie came out. Exactly. We seen it. And when after the movie came out, we were like, yeah, she shouldn't have did this. It dumbed her down. So my answer, Kazama, is no. Christian Bale, even playing a villain with Taika Waititi directing this thing, nah, it's not going to work. Stay away.
Yeah.
Stay far away. It rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, it rubs me the wrong way, too, because Christian Bale is great. Unless that story is that fire that can bring the talent level to, like, the story got to be good enough to bring those type of level actors up to their level almost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What other characters do you think? I think Benedict Cumberbatch is doing his thing. He ain't there yet, but I feel like he's on his way to because for some weird reason, even though Benedict Cumberbatch is not that popular of an actor, he was kind of like renowned to me. Like
he was.
So when they cast him for Dr. Strange, I was like, that's a good casting choice. But dang, he's coming to do an MCU movie. I guess business might not be booming. I guess he big paycheck or something. I guess.
Yeah, that's a big paycheck.
But yeah, so he's bringing respect to that Doctor Strange role, and I see it. By the way, seeing him in Endgame, how he was going straight at Tony. I'm not one of your minions. You don't talk to me like that. You know, he was like coming at RDJ with it, bro. Hold up, bro.
I did like that.
Yeah, I love that. So he slowly, I could see Doctor Strange like, all right, he's right on the cusp. But for me, it's Michael B. Jordan and Killmonger. That's really it. Even Chadwick is dumbed down for Black Panther, bro. Chadwick.
You think Chadwick's dumbed down?
Yeah, Chadwick didn't go. He didn't unleash in that movie.
You think he's better than the character that he's playing, Chikala? Do you think he's a better actor than that? That's you think he dumbed it down for Marvel?
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
Ooh.
Absolutely, he dumbed down to play Black Panther.
Give me a better. He had better performance than Black Panther. Like, give me a couple of good performances that you
42.
think 42. Yeah.
James Brown.
Yeah.
Thurgood Marshall.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good. He was pretty good. I need him to turn that shit up and get a. That's
what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Not even in the Marvel movie. I just need him to turn it up. Period. That's the problem that I had with the Just Mercy with Jamie Foxx and Michael B. Jordan. I needed them to turn it up to the level of acting that I know they're capable of.
Look at Civil War. Look at Civil War. They said he was a beast in Civil War. Facts. Black Panther in Civil War is nothing like the Black Panther that was in Black Panther.
Yeah.
It's all right. He was so confident. It's all right. I will kill him myself. T'Challa, let the officials deal with it. Nah, bruh. He went about the games. He was seeking that boy out. So, it's I think that, overall it'll be okay. And I think that they'll have to find a new character. They need something. They need something. They need an RDJ. They need to just fast forward time because these next 2 years for Marvel MCU don't look bright. They need to hear me get this X-Men. They need to fast forward it. Yeah, and then they got to cast the right people too. You need honestly, they need a star. For real, MCU needs they need an RDJ. And then think about it. In 2008, RDJ was not a star. He was on drugs and shit. He came out of prison. Nobody was betting on this dude. But you got to either take a not safe bet and make somebody, you know what I'm saying, that star that's going to translate into 85 billion, whatever the heck the Marvel movies made. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You need that frontliner. And then they killed him off, I give them respect for killing your cash cow out. Or RDJ was that cash cow. He made, you know what I'm saying? He made all the money. You know what I'm saying? As long as Iron Man here, it's cool. When he died, now what we left with? Now we talking about Doctor Strange and Black Panther is the only people left. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. They need to get, and when they do X-Men, I'm gonna do what Loki said. Loki was in the chat. He said, "Man, we need a Cyclops, a real Cyclops, a real combative, headstrong leader who will put hands on you and put respect on the Cyclops name." Yeah, that's funny you say that. I got this Raspberry Pi where I play X-Men versus Street Fighter and all those good ones. Oh, Raspberry Pi.
Dog, he be putting hands on people. Like, this is how Cyclops is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, the combo, huge laser beam. Like, yeah, this is the real Cyclops, better than the movies ever even gave us and shit. Like, yo, this is Cyclops, son. So yeah, I agree with
when
that.
they cast X-Men, I'm looking at Cyclops. If Cyclops ain't right, I'm already ready to jump ship, because
Cyclops ain't never been right.
If the Cyclops leader of the X-Men is not right, how good will the X-Men be? What are you gonna do? So Wolverine has to be legit, Cyclops has to be on point, and you got to get Storm on point. I think those are three. Jean could be whatever, whenever, however. Professor X, bald guy. Magneto, you kind of got to get him on point too. But if we're not gonna fast forward X-Men, then they need to fast forward Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom. This shit, Namor. This shit needs to come out quicker, because these next couple of years, 2020, 2021, and 2022 is a wash with Marvel, bro. It's a wash.
Right. And that brings us back to our topic for pop culture. So what is the state really looking like now as we're looking into the future? It's looking kind of, you know what I'm saying? Keep it a buck with you. It's looking kind of weak.
It's like this depending on the companies you're talking about, because DC's future looks brighter, Marvel's does not. DC's past is dark, Marvel's is not. So it's shifting here. And we got James Bond, it's in the middle, but we're going to shift to DC, and then let's talk about the future of what Marvel look like. Thor: Love and Thunder, Eternals, Black Widow, Shang-Chi. Bruh.
Sorry, excuse me. That should sound like a joke. I'm sorry.
That shit is not hot.
Sorry. It's not hot.
Especially, Doctor Strange just lost its director, bruh.
Sad.
Because of that darkness shit.
Say Silver Surfer, Doctor Doom. I would have got a hyper, X-Men or something. Even Deadpool or something. I would have got hyper. Like what you just said, I didn't even remember it because it's like Eternals.
I think the best thing that Eternals has right now going for itself is that it's unknown. I think that's really good, a way to cause some buzz and some hype. All they got to do is release a fire trailer and the buzz will be back. But that is a potential hit. But we don't know nothing about it.
Like the New Mutants trailer that they just dropped.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? I don't give a freak about that shit. We know that shit gonna be bad. And it's cool.
Hey, that shit was pushed back like 10 years, 12 years a slave.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. So the future, and that's not counting Disney Plus shows, Hawkeye, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, WandaVision.
I ain't got hype yet. What else?
I think I was excited, bruh. But let me keep it up. After I saw Mandalorian, I was like, these movies is gonna be kiddie, bro. These shows are gonna be kiddie, man.
Right. Well, did that disappoint you though as a fan, or it's because of the age that you are now that you want to see more? I mean, we grew up on this stuff. Maybe as
I think that's a fallacy. I always wanted this shit, even when I was younger. I hated cheesy shit.
Right.
X-Men 3: The Last Stand came out what year? 08, 07?
Yeah. About there. Yeah, about.
I was 22.
Yeah.
We rented that shit. We wrecked that movie, bro. This shit weak. It was garbage. Let me see, how far back can we go? X-Men 2. We talked bad about X-Men 2 a little bit, but we liked it overall.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. Woo! We butchered Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four was like, this is whack. When did Fantastic Four came out? Like 03?
Yeah.
I was 17, 18. I was like, this is garb, bro. This is whack.
Right.
Spider-Man 3 got butchered. It's not about, I don't think it's about my age. It's about if you know quality of film or not. I knew it at a young age. I know it now. There's some people that like cheesy garbage as kids, and they grow up to like cheesy garbage as adults.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it sells to the masses, though? You think?
Yeah.
You think it sells to the masses? Like we got it. That's what we're talking about, pop culture. So we got to hit this box. Kevin Feige, I'm cool with everybody. Transgender Smurfs, and all these things to, you know what I'm saying, make it an agenda. You think an agenda is pushing pop culture forward? Do you think that's what's happening now?
Absolutely. That's obvious. They're pandering. They're pandering to make sure that it's all inclusive, so they can get the most butts and seats. At the end of the day, it's about that dollar. And if getting you to the dollar means you got to pretend to love all cultures, all colors, all creeds, all sexualities, all everything, even unidentified things that they can't even identify themselves, and you say bring it on over, that lets me know that you're just trying to get that dollar. You're just trying to stay relevant. That's what it is. Jay Smooth, $2. He says, and to start off phase 5, a PG-13 Blade. Throw up emoji.
Ooh.
PG-13 Blade, bruh. Let's talk about that. Nah, I'm not. It's not gonna work. It might work as a good film, but it won't work as a Blade film. You feel me?
It has to be rated R. Yeah.
It has to be.
Vampire, hearts, blood, plasma, a lot of gore, a lot of violent material. Blade has to kind of be rated R.
Let's switch sides. Let's switch sides and let's look at the underdog. Look at what Sony's over here doing. They said, hey, Marvel, Disney, want to borrow Spider-Man? They say, sure. Disney 8, you know what I'm saying? All the while, they were building up the status of Spider-Man for Sony. They're in the background like, yeah, build his popularity. Build up Tom Holland, yeah. And then right when Marvel and Disney was at their weakest, after Captain Marvel was a flop amongst fans, it made money, but it was a flop. People hate it. People saw Endgame was over. Robert Downey Jr. is gone. Cap is gone. And then Sony says, yeah. When they were bleeding on the floor, they said, God, give me my Spider-Man back. Oh, like a thief in the night. They did him dirty. So Spider-Man is back with Sony. They released Venom and made almost $900 million. They teased Carnage. We just saw a Morbius trailer. Bloodshot's coming out. The Morbius trailer looked fire. But when you said PG-13 Blade, it instantly triggered me on Morbius. I heard Morbius is PG-13. Is that true? Did you hear that too?
I didn't hear. I was just going to ask you about that. It's Morbius, rated PG or
I
R.
heard it's 13. Now, if Morbius is PG-13, that's an L2. That's not a good look. I thought it was rated R. Rated R. That needs to be rated R, man. So
yeah, Sony's playing it safe too with their Venom movies, because Venom was rated PG-13, and it looks like this Morbius movie they probably gonna give a PG-13 rating. Like same thing. You can push this material further, I think, with a rated R rating, just to tell the true story that you want to tell without holding back. Sometimes I think ratings hold us back, especially with these superhero movies and the characters that they
absolutely
like Morbius. Morbius needs to be R. You don't have to go Joker far, but give us what we need as fans. I mean, as fans, as I'm saying, true fans. Or I'm not even a fan of Morbius like that, but I think it would benefit if this material was rated R. A lot of blood.
So Sony is kind of trying to up themselves a little bit. They're copying Marvel a lot. So, at least they're kind of looks to be shifting things around. Let's go over to the DC side and let's close it off right there for the most part. Mm-hmm. Let's look at DC. So DC Universe, if you've been around, how long you been subscribed to my channel? Since 2016?
Yeah.
So you were there since the beginning then. So you know that. So then that I was heavy on promoting DC and instantly was slapped in the face with garbage and I left. By the time that Man of Steel was off putting to me, I felt a certain way, and that BBS was a little bit off, and then I saw it and I was like, oh shit.
I was in BBS. I don't know if I ever told you that.
What you mean? You was in it?
I was in it. It was shot here in Michigan. I shot a week on there. So I was at Superman's funeral. I'm gonna send you
what? Tight.
Hey, I'm seeing Twitter when I was like in Metropolis, with my cardigan on in the background, right behind Ben Affleck.
Tight.
Like that. Yeah. Because I'm on set, so I'm looking at Ben Affleck, and he passed, he right here, and he passed me every time. I was like, Master Wayne, what I'm saying? Because I grew up on the '90s cartoons, so I gotta say Master Wayne and shit, because this is Bruce Wayne and shit, son. And then,
that's dope, bro.
He kept running up and down the street. He looked at me in my face like, the fuck are you looking at? I thought he was drunk or something, because Ben Affleck, hit the sauce, But it was like, I was scared, like, oh shit, Batman finna beat me up and shit. But then he was like, nah, I'm just messing with you, man. And then him and Zack Snyder started talking about going to nerd stuff with Aquaman. I was just chilling there, and that was like one of the coolest days of my life. So I'm thinking I'm in the best movie of all time. I'm in Batman vs Superman. I met Henry Cavill in the hallway and just said, what up? You know what I'm saying? Ben Affleck. So I think, I was in the best movie of all time. And it turns out, I see the Rotten Tomatoes like 34%. Like, yeah. And I seen it. And like, I
That's tight, bro. I didn't even know that, bro. Send me whatever you got.
Yeah.
You got a clip or something. Send me that shit. I want to see that.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. I'll send it to you.
All right, so I want to give a special birthday shout out to my man, Big Mike Artist. It's his birthday today, man. Shout out to Mike, man. Happy B-Day, dog. Shout out to Big Mike Artist, bro. It's your birthday, homie. Everybody show love to Mike. Big Mike. I saw that in there, man. So sorry, I just got to it, man. But yeah, that's dope, man. Ben Affleck ran up to you, was cussing you out and joking with you. And
shit.
I
was scared. I was scared. I thought he was about to hit me or something like that. I shouldn't have been talking to him, but yeah, he was cool.
Tight. So BVS sucked donkey balls for me, and I was like, bruh, I can't take this. I said, man, I'm out this motherfucker, bruh. I'm about to go see what Marvel talking about, because no way I'm gonna just sit up here. Me being a comic book pop culture fan, it's not just loyalty to DC. Back then, it was like DC or nothing. And that because it was I was a DC fan all through. Marvel was like the enemy in my childhood. Like, get that Marvel shit out of here. Because I was reading Marvel, and then I stopped reading Marvel because I started to read DC. I was watching DC, reading Marvel. Then I went from watching DC, reading DC, and then it was like, get this Marvel shit out of here. And that's my young adolescence, like 12, 13 years old. And then by the time I started to grow and get older, and then I'm doing the channel, I'm like, man, I'm promoting and I want DC to do well. I wanted DC to do better than Marvel. That's just the competition. I want Coke to be better than Pepsi. I want Xbox over this. So it was one of those. But I've always been of the mindset, level-headed, where if you F me over, I'm not going to stay loyal to you like a fanboy. I'm not going to just blindly. And they came out with that, and I said, man, I'm about to see what Marvel talking about, bro. You ain't giving you, I don't know what this is, but this ain't what I loved. And I'm out sweet deuces. And then I experienced Civil War and all that shit. And then off to the races, I became a Marvel fan. I loved it. And I learned a lot about the characters.
Batman vs. Superman? Sorry to interrupt.
Batman vs. Superman got me out of there. So if it wasn't for Batman vs. Superman, I never even would have jumped ship to Marvel.
But something brought you back, though, right?
Yeah. So once that shit came, and then Suicide Squad hit, and it was another stomp me down in the earth, Wonder Woman came out, and that was epic. And I was like, hoorah, hooray! Wonder Woman, the only shining hope that will be good if she does. And then, boom, it happened. You guys know about the story. And then it was like, hey, there's a little bit of shining light there. And I'm like, oh, I can see things happening, things changing. Then Aquaman came out. Justice League will overlap that because that was just a Frankenstein movie, product of the past that happened in the future after Wonder Woman.
And we understand as fans, you've seen the Frankenstein, this mess with Justice League was. And then
exactly,
they should even really release that thing.
Exactly. So then you look at Wonder Woman 2017, Aquaman 2018, and then you got Shazam, Joker. So I'm like, all right, they're present. The DC's past, bad. DC's present looks good, but it's their future that is really, really looking good to me, because I talked about it on Jody's Corner Live yesterday. I'm going to re-upload Jody's Corner Live, by the way, for you guys. The Flashpoint's coming. Flash was in CW show. Flashpoint, the film got confirmed. They're about to fix this universe, fix characters. They're about to bring all of them back to one timeline, bruh. They are about to explode in a huge way. And I think if Henry Cavill comes back as Superman, it's dope. Once the Justice League forms out of that Flashpoint thing, when you got The Rock's Black Adam, Henry Cavill Superman, Jason Momoa's Aquaman, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, bruh, you got Ray Fisher coming back as a Cyborg, Ezra Miller's Flash, a new attitude Flash, and then you just need to just add a Green Lantern. You got the 7. And then if they release Justice League, bruh, Justice League, the real Justice League that will come out, that shit making me leak, bro. After Endgame already blew its loads, now it's time for DC to really throw them cum shots around. So their future is fire.
Batman too. You think?
Batman. My bad.
They might can sprinkle in Robert Pattinson's Batman, or you think they might go?
They would definitely use Robert Pattinson's Batman. That's how you bring him, and that's how you swap out Affleck.
Yeah, Affleck's gone. Yeah, we know that.
So narratively, that's how you're gonna bring Robert Pattinson into the canon. So yeah, how can I forget about that? Batman's coming. The future looks bright for me. I don't know about you. What's your feelings on DC, past, present, future?
Shit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna hold no bias because I'm on the, Jody's corner. But DC does look fucking promising than a mug. You know what I'm saying? Joker, well, Joker is one of my favorite characters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Had no idea that they give this little studio money and it made what it made, $1 billion, when Justice League couldn't even cross 700 million. You know what I'm saying? That's just to show you the power of the film and the passion behind the film, and the eyes can truly make a great product. Bad Boys for life. You know what I'm saying? Plug there. Even though I make no money off of that. But DC looks promising. Wonder Woman 1984 had so much color, and it looks like they're bringing that same vibrant. That trailer was so well paced. You know what I'm saying? Like it, you know what I'm saying? Like beat for beat for beat. Like I want to go see it right now. Like right now. Like why is this trailer here? I need to go watch this right now. You know what I'm saying? That looks good. Birds of Prey, I don't like. I don't like the trailer. I don't like it at all. I hate it. It looks really weak. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking maybe that's some of the remnants of the past sprinkling off into this new era. But Flashpoint, that might be the one that changes this whole narrative.
It has to be.
Dark. Yeah, and DC Dark too. If they do another one shot off, I don't know if they're gonna do another Joker movie. I kind of hope they don't. I think that's fine what it is. I hope they do another Joker movie, but you know what I'm saying. DC Dark is good, and then as an overall DCEU or whatever, like yo, they need Flashpoint to bring it all back. And Cavill, man, come on back.
I need him back.
Yeah. I would like to see him back.
I would too.
I think he's a good Superman. I just don't think he had a chance to be Superman.
In Justice League, I seen it. I saw it. I'm behind him.
Yeah. They didn't write him to be Superman. You know what I'm saying? They just wrote him to be the icon of Superman, and then it was dark and dreary and or whatever. But he never had the chance. That cartoon one, I think, with Doomsday in it, where they had a simple conversation with Lois Lane and Superman, and Superman had to explain to Lois Lane just who he was and why you felt when he died. You felt his pain when he died in that fucking animated movie. And that was an animated movie.
Yeah.
You got a whole trilogy of movies, and we don't care when Superman dies. That's the problem. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm at Superman funeral on set. I don't even care because they're killing him already. Like we didn't even get to know guy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Give us Superman. If you want to do it with Henry Cavill's fine. I mean, fine with the recasting, but just do my boy right. Like you. Superman is one of my favorite characters of all time. Come on, dog. I know that. I had the Superman draws running around with the cape jumping off my bed.
Who did though? A lot of people did that. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people forget that, man. I think a lot of
I don't know. Yeah. I didn't know about the new generation. Maybe it's whatever Batman. I know it's Batman for these kids. You know.
Yeah.
Cool. I like Batman too, but yeah, Superman was my boy, son. Yo.
I agree with a lot of what you said. I feel even more optimistic about the future of the DCFU, man, because I feel like they're about to X-Men doesn't come out until they haven't even announced it. So let's assume it doesn't even come out until 2025. Because I remember Kevin Feige said 5 years. I remember he said not for at least another 5 years. And I think he said that in 2018 or 2019. So that puts it to like 2024. So if we are going to wait until 2024 before we see an X-Men movie, because their slate is locked in all the way up until 2022, I believe. I think Phase 5 is going to start in 2023 or 2024, I believe. Look, this phase is about to take a huge L to DC, bro. They just don't have the characters. They don't have the films. They don't have it there. And they're about to wipe Marvel in the immediate future. In the long-term future, like 10 years out, I think DC is going to wipe Marvel in the next 5 years. I think they're going to wipe them. Next 5 years, it's just going to be wipe. Like, dang. Like, Marvel's good still, but DC is killing. It's going to be overall like that. The next 10 years is going to be the real battle because you're going to have Justice League and all the other expanded characters in DC going against X-Men and all their expanded characters. And that's where it's like, all right, round 2, motherfucker. And that's going to be really dope. to be fans of both sides. We're gonna be winning that shit, bro.
Man, yeah, I just want to be alive, dog. You know,
Yeah.
we're talking about Dark Sea, Galactus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Silver Surfer style. That's that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm excited for, and I'm excited for DC's newer slate. What they about to bring? Because you know, DC they pulling out the guns now. Like, oh yeah, we got this Joker thing. Oh, y'all like that? Wait till we hit you with whatever. You know what I'm saying? Something else dark along with that shared universe, dog. The DC ain't playing around. The Warner Brothers, they never gonna give up the license to the characters. They want that money, son. Yeah. So DC looks good. We're gonna see the final battle in about 3 to 4 years. X-Men, Avengers, Justice League, the true Justice League. Yeah. I think we all want it. Yeah. I think we all gonna see it go down. You know,
Black Panther 2. Black Panther 2 could compete. I'm looking forward to that.
Ryan Coogler's direction. Yeah.
Jody, you're forgetting Eternals. I predict it is going to be another sleeper hit franchise like Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not forgetting Eternals. We talked about Eternals. You just came late. Shout out to Flashy up in here. Alex is in here, man. Hit the like button. Lord J is in here. What's up, Tony Robinson? So what
up, Tony?
That Birds of Prey, that Harley Quinn movie, no hype for that at all. Wash. Shazam.
I think that's the last. Yeah.
What do you think about Shazam?
You know what? Shazam was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fluff. And the second time I watched it, first time I watched it, I was kind of hyped. Second time I watched it, it's like rougher return viewing. But you know what? He'll be all right. If they keep Zachary Levi, they might can make some magic out of it. You know what I'm saying? Second time I watched it, I found it a little corny. To be 100 with you, but it's still a good movie. Shazam, but we see where they go in the future. You know. Interested to do what they do with The Rock with Black Adam. That might be fun.
That's gonna be next level, bro. If they do Black Adam and they put Henry Cavill Superman in there and they fight, bruh, there's nothing, you can't compete with that. You just can't. If they do that shit right, still to this day we rave about how Man of Steel has the best action sequence in a superhero movie. Period.
Oh, don't let me talk about that Smallville fight. I love that Smallville fight. It's one of my favorite action scenes of all time. All time. Whatever you want to bring it.
It's fire. It still ain't touched. And that's when DC was sucking. Imagine when it's a character you love and care about with build-up, character direction, and part of a bigger universe, and then action like that pops off. I'll die. I'll bust comes all up in the theater, and then I'm dead. I'm gone. That's wreckage, bro. That's wreckage, man. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at look. Do you agree? Do you agree with this statement? The action genre, the pure action genre as a whole, cannot return to prominence until the superhero genre dies.
No, I don't agree with that. No, because the superhero genre is the action genre kind of now. I mean, if you want to mix it together, look at like Winter Soldier. I mean, that's the tightest. That's some of the tightest action period. We were just talking about how bananas the Smallville fight was still to this day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is the action genre. Bad Boys for Life was not, the action was not the strongest part of the movie to me. It's just them. So the action movie still lives. As long as you got charismatic characters, say as such as a Tom Cruise or a Keanu Reeves, with fire action. That's the key here. If you can direct tight, creative action, Michael Bay did it. Let's say what you want about Michael Bay, his ridiculous movies or whatever, but he did have creative action when he was doing it to create the correct way. I think as long as you keep the action genre fresh with good, promising, new, upcoming talent or talent that may have been forgot about it, I think you can always push the action genre forward. It just need a hype action movie to keep us going. You know, it's going to be sequels made off of that. So, no, the superhero genre doesn't need to die. I think it would strive. I mean, it's striving now, and it doesn't need to die. I think it'll be more superhero movies with tight action, but I think action movies will still do very good as well.
All right. I appreciate that. I respect that. I'm gonna disagree because I don't want to come. You're right. The action genre is the superhero genre because I believe the superhero genre took over. I'm talking about classic action movies like Bad Boys, like Mission Impossible, and like John Wick. And let's throw Equalizer in there. Those are like every now and then movies, every few years. The action genre used to boom. I mean, every summer you used to get 3, 4, 5, 6 action movies, period, of without the superhero element. You know, Schwarzenegger, Stallone, whatever it be, Jet Li, Rob. I think that's gone, and I think the superhero genre killed that. And I think that it was going to die off anyway because of the social climate of that we're in today. About the action genre tropes, like we talked about earlier, I just don't think they can exist in this social climate. Maybe they can coexist. Maybe you're right. Maybe they can both thrive. And, you know, who knows?
Look at it like that. I feel
What do you think about, how do you feel about, just real quick, doing an overhaul, the Bond universe? Is the Bond universe in 10 years... is it growth or is it decline?
That's a funny one right there. You know, because we look at the Bond in the last 10 years. Is it growing or is it declining as a whole? I think it's declining. The Bond universe as it is now, like say from when Casino Royale came out to now, I think it's declined a little bit. You know, it dropped a couple points.
Bond movies made more money than ever.
You think Bond more than Mission Impossible movies?
Well, yeah, even more than Mission Impossible movies. Yeah, Bond made this last Skyfall made $1 billion.
Damn.
I don't Mission Impossible. I don't think any Mission Impossible even made $1 billion.
Damn. So
it's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I think those are better action movies than the Bond movies.
They are.
I think that's one of my favorite Bond movies. But I think the Mission Impossible series, Rebirth, is better than those Bond movies. So. Bond in the next 10 years, I don't know. I it's hard to see where would it be at.
So you think their future's cloudy, murky?
I think it's murky. Okay. I don't know. In this climate as it is nowadays, I don't see, you know, that strong male presence in this climate that we live in now without him saying something or doing something to try to cancel James Bond, if that makes any sense. You know, I don't know. You know. It's real shaky, but you know what I'm saying? We love the character, but will audience go to droves to see 007? I don't know. What do you think?
I do think that I think that Bond is going to be, I think it's going to decline. I think Bond is going to decline in the next 10 years because here's the thing about what they said. Oh, Bond is a man. It could be any color, but a man. They didn't mention 007. I do believe in my heart that Lashonda Lynch will be 007. I believe that black chick is going to be a 007, James Bond's code name, because he's retired. And that is going to rub me all different kind of ways. The wrong way. So I ain't feeling that.
I pay my money to see that though. You know, I'm not trying to be like male chauvinistic or whatever, but like I kind of don't.
I don't want to see that shit either because you want to see a real good movie that's pure, that has what got it to its fame. I don't want to see an Asian James Bond. I'm good. I don't want to see a black one. I want him to stay white because that's how I see him. That's what he's been.
It's crazy, and that's the agenda that we live in now. Now, like the '80s, where I came from, when we see Sigourney Weaver as aliens, or Sarah Connor, Lynn Hamilton, they were just strong because they were the strong women, not because they were women. They were just fucking bad asses, that some women that you didn't want to F with. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So that's why we respected them, because they are who they were. We didn't have to have "I'm Just a Girl" theme song. And you know what I'm saying, and the thing to know that it was a woman or things like that. So when we push to this agenda and I can see it, it just turns me off. And that James Bond thing turns me off because they said I'm a woman and your leg's not holding up. When I see that trailer, like, oh my God, like, come on, man, this is James Bond. I have a little more respect for this guy, yo.
So based on what we've been saying, man, you're murky on the future. I'm negative on the future. So Bond doesn't look good. Action genre, I say to be determined. I think that the superhero genre needs to move out of the way for it to live. You think that, hey, it's living. It's all together. That's dope. Moving on to Marvel. How does Marvel's future look next 10 years? Does it increase or does it decline?
Marvel right now looks real not good at all. I mean, the slate they coming up with, especially this year, doesn't look strong at all.
10 years, so we got 5 years beyond what we've seen or even talked about.
Yeah, they got to bring the X-Men. They got to bring, you know what I'm saying? They got to bring the X-Men.
Yeah.
They got to bring Doctor Doom. They got to bring Fantastic Four back. They got to figure out what they're going to do with Spider-Man. If they want to still be the juggernaut conglomerate company that they are, they got to bring that fire. This year, they're not bringing the fire because they know they did it with Endgame so they can calm down. But you got to start bringing us up to that next extinction level event.
Yeah,
if you want to keep
facts.
us invested, and you have to give us another star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the people that you got with now is not gonna put seats in butts. We need a Robert Downey Jr. type. That's what I'm saying for Marvel.
All right, I feel that. For me, I'm gonna say decrease, automatic decrease, because of a lot of what you said, a lot of the social climate, a lot of the pandering they do. I think their intentions aren't pure anymore. I think Feige's disinterested. The fact that he's even doing a Star Wars movie kind of leads to my prediction that Feige is halfway out the door. Like, he's doing the fact that you even take on a Star Wars movie, knowing all the resources that would take in time and dedication, lets me know that he doesn't have his foot all on his both hands on Marvel's steering wheel. He's got like a few fingers still left on it trying to drive, while other people are kind of steering that motherfucker. And I think Feige's segueing out of there. I predicted 3 years he'd be gone. We'll see what happens. But I feel like a lot of it has to do with that, and then the fact that Thanos' quest is over. It's over.
Right.
We had the climax. The climax was Endgame. 10 years, 21, 22 films, Thanos snap, conclusion. That's the highest point. And when you're all the way that high up, there's only one where to go, and that's down, Jack. And that's exactly what it's going to be for the next few years. X-Men will be a little increase, but overall, from where Endgame was, do I think X-Men will ever hit that height to where #1 movie of all time, $3 billion? No. I don't think the MCU will ever see Endgame ever again. Like, I think that's just the highest ever that it'll ever. It's just not, that's Everest. And there'll be nice little bumps. Oh, X-Men the movie. Whoa. 1.8 billion. But never Infinity War Endgame type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a decline. Sony, let's move on to Sony. For me, incline. I think it's going to increase over the next few years. I think they're learning from their mistakes. Amy Pascal, who's been residing over Sony for 40 years, is gone, and they're making better decisions for the universe. What do you think about Sony?
Absolutely agree. Spider-Man got my eye open like this, son, because Venom came out, and I was like, say what you want about Venom, but like it was fun enough to me to watch, and I was like, oh. And then I look at the box, I was like, thing almost made a damn $1 billion. Fire. Into the Spider-Verse, which is probably the best Spider-Man movie ever made. That looks promising. You know they're going to piggyback off that. They're going to make more movies into the Spider-Verse. Fire. Of course, they're bringing Tom Holland back. Sony ain't going to just pimp it out to Marvel. Sorry, Marvel. What do you got? One more contract on his bill? I think that's it for him. I think he's going back to Sony. Morbius, Jared Leto looks like he's gonna do his damn thing on that damn Morbius. Venom crossover, Woody Harrison. Sony actually looks real promising with their Spider-Man universe more than they did ever before. When they did that Jamie Foxx shit, he was all blue looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now they look like, hey man, we know what to do now. You know what I'm saying? We wrote a Marvel.
A lot of it was thanks. It was the MCU that kind of showed them the way. They're copying them.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah. We know the way. We know how to do this. They're gonna take Tom Holland. They'll give him a big payday to keep this shit in this universe. That's why you see Michael Keaton in that trailer. Like, wait a minute. Oh, that's Vulture and shit. And most of us don't even know that it's Sony and Marvel. We think it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. People who don't know that stuff gonna buy a ticket as well. So I see Sony on the incline, son. They're going up.
I'm with you on that one too. Someone wanted us to talk about the Alien franchise. Is that thing dead in the water or what? I think it's a wrap for Alien. Those prequels killed it, in my opinion. I think The director Ridley Scott, you know, I think he made a lot of errors and mistakes. I think he lost touch with what made Alien so iconic, even in himself. I think Alien is pretty much done. What about you?
Yep, absolutely agree. Fox Aliens are pretty much done. The Xenomorph had its time. I think it was at its height as James Cameron's Aliens. Ever since then, the whole franchise did a decline. Same with the Terminators. Terminators is over. Please cancel Terminators. Even though I
There it
enjoy
is,
Dark
Terminator
Fate.
for sure. I'm with you. I agree with you on Terminator as well. Keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah. Even though I
It's a
enjoy
wrap.
Dark Fate, I thought it was a fine action movie, but really, it's time to bury those two ideas and come up with something
That's
new.
another Fox property. Now
Yep.
you have good momentum there. I'm gonna throw another one on there. Can we throw Predator into that fray?
Predator. I love the Predator. I think it's an awesome creation designed by Stan Winston. But I think Predator is done. I don't think you can be. You can't just make another great Predator. You can make a good Predator movie. You ain't not gonna make a great classic movie in
Whatever
this
shot.
day and time of the Predator. I think, especially from that last Predator movie, I think they just killed the momentum. Same as Aliens, whatever that Alien one that really Scott did was trash. I don't, I don't think you can just recreate that fan crash. Great characters, but I think we should leave them where they lay, if that makes any sense. I think those franchises are done. Let's get something new.
Yep. And to add on to that, Fox and Disney just took the Fox name away, wiped it out. That don't snap Fox away, and it's called 20th Century Studios.
Yep.
So their new branch is not 20th Century Fox. They took the Fox away. And do I think they could reboot it? I think they will, and eventually redo their version of Predator, redo their version of Alien. But that's down the line, and that's not what we're talking about here. The future as we knew them is dead. If this is the end and this is the conclusion, it's a wrap. So we pretty much did Bond, Sony, Marvel, Lethal Weapon. That's of the past. Excuse me. Die Hard is over with. A lot of those franchise. Where do you see the future of John Wick? John Wick and Equalizer. Are those gonna keep going or what?
Yeah, I think John Wick has still a lot of life in it. I think we get John Wick 4, not this year, but next year, I think, right?
Yeah.
I forgot when it come out. I think John Wick still has a lot of Keanu Reeves don't have too much life in him. Not to say like when you're 50, you're dead or whatever, but he can't keep action up. Well, wait, shoot. Tom Cruise still keeping his action at his level. I think John Wick got at least 2 or 3 more in him, and then we have to either move on to somebody else. But if you can keep that same level of action in that direction as where it's at, I think you can continue this on. You know what I'm saying? I think the John Wick franchise has life in it.
Okay.
I think it got life.
All right. I wanted it to be. I don't want 4. I didn't want it. I don't want it. I hope they don't do it, but they'll do it. You know, I just think 4 is. I think 4 is going to be a bust, man. And by a bust, I mean it's not going to. I think it's in the decline. It's not going to be as good as 3. It won't be as good as 2. I think it's going to be the worst one. It could still be a good movie, but it's going to be like Toy Story 4. You didn't need to release Toy Story 4. Toy Story was one of the greatest trilogies of all time, and now it's not. Because you released part 4. And even though part 4, some people will say is good, that thing don't compare to 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, you have it on your list, huh? You got it on your list.
Oh, you have it on your list.
Yeah, you got Toy Story on what number? You got Toy Story 4 in your top 10 of 2019 list. What number was Toy Story 4, bruh?
Shoot. Was it?
I couldn't believe I saw that shit on. I was like, what? Yeah. I remember I was eating something and watching that video. I said, this nigga tripping. What? Toy Story 4. I was like, all right, man. Hey, it's all good.
I thought I had a good story to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll tell you, man.
You know what I'm saying? You can't play with your toys anymore. You got to move on. I thought it was like an adult Toy Story from the people who.
But let me ask you. Is it better than 3?
No.
It's better than 2.
No, not really. Oh.
What about 1?
Yes. Yeah.
I think okay. All right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
So then, all right, then that you saying it with your chest. All right, for sure. All right.
Yeah.
So let's look at DC now. Let's talk about DC. Well, forgot about Star Wars. Freak. That's the easy one. So DC. Does DC in the next 10 years increase or decline?
long as they stay away from Birds of Prey and things like that, if they go with their powerhouses and they go and they keep it real smart, which I think they're doing. When I see the slate they're trying to bring out, I think it's an up climb, easy. Wonder Woman's gonna do great. Patty Jenkins, I think she knows what to do with that property. Like you say, if they can get Patty Jenkins to do other properties, with a guy with an S on his chest, you know what I'm saying? I think they'll be all right. They keep with DC Dark, and make another fire movie if they could, as they did Joker. I see DC is increase all day. That's an easy one. Yeah.
I agree. DC huge incline from where they were at. When you start so low and you're so down on the hill, there's only one way to go, but up. that's all I'm at. Star Wars, bruh. The past of Star Wars was great. The present was utter filth trash to the point where the future is just a big, murky, cloudy haze. I can't even throw a prediction on the future. And if it's Disney that controls it, it's got issues. But this Kevin Feige film that Star Wars is coming up, that shit gonna be fire. But that does not save the universe. So I'm gonna say decline.
Hard the future is to see. So if I had to take a prediction on Star Wars, shit, man. After the the Rise of Skywalker shit?
Yeah.
I was flabbergasted how bad that movie was. Like, this is it? This is it? After 42 years or whatever, this
and it still made $1 billion.
Terrible. So it's gotta be on the incline after the Rise of Skywalker. That's like one of the worst, dog. That is like Attack of the Clones bad, Holiday Special bad. To me, there's nothing to make any sense. Death Star's out of the ground, son. Rey knows just to be where she's at, to be at where she needs to be, to find something. Shit didn't make any sense, and it was terrible. And they kissed in the mouth. So I was like, out of here. So that was like the bottom level of Star Wars to me. This was literally the cash grab of all movies ever. It wasn't even a good lightsaber battle in that boy. I guess Ben Solo shit was kind of fire a little bit when he got his, but Knights of Ren, they was trash. Everything was, it's a lot of trash. Don't let me go into that movie. But it's got to be on incline if you're going to bring out another movie of this. Unless, I don't know how you get worse than the Rise of Last Skywalker.
I didn't know how you could get worse than The Last Jedi, but they did it.
Yeah, they did it. They did it. So how can you get worse than this?
They could do it.
No, Gemini Man?
Gemini Man is fire compared to this shit. A lot of people said DC, they're positive on it, and in the chat, they think Star Wars is positive. Someone said positive for their TV, negative for their films. My dude, Steven, first time commenting. What's up, Steven? I see you in the chat. D-Bad, B-Dad says Transformers 4 made $1 billion. Regular moviegoers are stupid as freak. Facts. Rashad G reviews in the chat, man. Shout out to Rashad G, man.
What up, G?
Rashad says, nah, Star Wars needs to hang it up for a while and go back to the drawing board. I agree. So we basically summed up the state of the pop culture, past, present, and future. Overall, it looks like pop culture as a whole, I would say, looks promising so long as they reach this social climate that we're in is really freaking ruining shit. It really is. So once this social climate starts to clear up, this bullshit pandering we're on, then it could grow. So within the next 10 years, definitely the overall state of pop culture is going to skyrocket and still keep going forward. These next 2-3 years are going to be murky until these fads die out, and then we'll get back to the way things used to be, but better. So, that pretty much ends that topic of the state of pop culture. Anything we want to say and shit before we head on out, man? Shout out to you for being here and shit, Q, man. Appreciate you watching and being a loyal sub to the channel, man. This is my honor to do this shit with you, bro.
Oh, no way in heck, man. It's my... I can't believe I'm on Jody's corner right now, dog. I've been such a fan of your channel for so long, man. Showing you so love. You one of the most. You are the. You know what I'm saying. I think you are one of the Superman of YouTube, or the Superman.
Oh, that's tight, bro.
Going against Juggernaut's giant, always speaking your truth. You even told me, dog. Speak your truth. You know what I'm saying? don't just go on a norm and try to please, you know what I'm saying, the masses. Some stuff I learned, you know what I'm saying, from a true Jedi master. And I thank you so much for just giving me the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to talk movies and just be here a little, you know what I'm saying. Just a small town boy. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. We'll look to doing more in the future. Once again, Q Reviews has a YouTube channel. I've been posting it in the chat, and I'm posting it again. Click the link, subscribe to his channel if you like his content. He does lots of movie reviews over there. He pretty much is on par with what I'm doing with the reviews. Sometimes he's even doing more than me. So definitely go out there for some good content, man. Shout out to Q Reviews for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys so very much. You guys have been the backbone of the growth of this channel, and I'm grateful to be able to work with other people who are passionate about this type of stuff that we're doing. More to come. 2020 is going to be a great year for everybody. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'm Jody Joe, and that's Q Reviews, and we out this thing, man. Deuces.